Okay. Hello, everyone, and good afternoon. My today presentation is about alternative options to signify Cube ownership of its applications. A brief introduction to myself. Uh, I'm Ali, and I've been a QoSS user since R3.2, contributing to QoSS since R4.2. I write a weekly newsletter on QoSS changes and updates, which you can find on forum. You can find me on QoSS forum and Matrix channels. So, what is the current situation from end user perspective? As you can see in this picture, we have 8 default labels with their associated colors. There are 6 icons per each label at the moment. The icons on the right are relatively new for Cube's Air usage. And for sure, once user clicks the app menu, individual cubes will have associated label icons based on their classes, and the application icons in the cube are tinted with the label color. Then user starts an application, and application window borders will be in label color. Similarly, the pop-ups, such as menus, will have a 2-pixel border, just like the pop-up on the right of the screenshot. Cube name will be present in a window title bar, and then window icons will be also tinted. The icons of the applications which are minimized to a status tray are also tinted, and but we have an option for alternative effects here. I will talk about this later. And just another example. This is from QoSS website with some suggestions on what color to use for each occasion. And it says most Cube users associate red with untrusted or dangerous. And then green is for safe and trusted, yellow and orange for in between, and then blue for more trusted, and black is the ultimately trusted color. However, color and associated meanings are entirely up to the user. So, what's wrong with what we currently have? First of all, uh, if we want to make any improvements, there are technical difficulties. And this makes some of the issues not worth solving, at least for the time. Uh, VLAN migration makes many improvements hard or impossible. Custom labels are not affected. App icon tint effects is affected for sure. Window border effects are for sure affected. And then if you look at core team commits to X11 based GUI domain or GUI agent, they're usually bug fixes, not new improvements. So who are the affected users and how many are they? The first group and the most important one are the people with some form of color blindness condition. And that is 8% of human population, which should be roughly 4,600 of Cube's users. And we have confirmed cases on forum and GitHub. And even one user has offered me donations to develop a better solution for their issues. And I believe that they should not need to do this at first place. Here we have an example case of the most common form of color blindness in the left picture. And instead of showing you a bad software user interface for colorblind people, I've included 2 real-life photos. And as you can see, those traffic lights could result in accidents, injuries, or even deaths. So, what if we want to use color maps which are good for everyone? And including colorblind people. The problem is that the suggested color maps are very limited for everyone else. The second group is the users with too many cubes. It's a matter of inconvenience rather than a security issue. Their number is unknown. Maybe if we just look at alternative template download statistics, or maybe previous surveys might have some data. But for sure, we have received lots of feedback from them, and they're usually more vocal than the colorblind group. As you can see in the screenshot, by just having 10 applications open, the window titles are truncated and we do not have the cube name in the titles anymore. Okay, next group. We have users who see more colors or see colors differently. Humans have different eyes, brains, and we interpret colors differently from each other. Some of us just found more colors. Total number of this group is also unknown. I'm one of them. Okay, in the left, this is my personal choice of colors for some of my cubes, and I have, fire is red, and therefore this firewall is red. Debian red for Debian template VMs, Tor violet for Honix templates. My router modems and switches have green bright LEDs, so my sysnet label is lime green, and you get the idea. Technical problems in the way of improvements. Custom labels are almost okay. We already have basic API, core API to list, create, use, or remove custom labels. Some of them are missing from core admin client, but easy to add. We need a mechanism to back up and restore custom labels. We already have two basic bash tools to manage custom labels. I developed and maintained one of them. App icon, tint, and other effects. It's done in two places. One is written in C language for sister icons, part of GUI agent and daemon. And then we have a Python implementation for everything else. And there is issues with the C implementation. While it supports more effects than tint, many of those effects are broken. Okay, Windows decoration. Borders. Mostly using obsolete technology X11 or EWMH. Adding new feature will just make VLAN migration harder. Pop-up borders implementation in GUI daemon and GUI agent. It has a fixed speed of 2 pixels, not very much high DPI friendly. And then the X11 dash dotted or similar line styles was a good idea 10 years ago, not anymore. So what are my personal goals? I think we could have better label creator at this point. It's the time. It does not conflict with VLAN migration. Okay, here is the GUI tool I have been working on for some time. It is real, it's not a mock-up. In the labels tab, it shows the labels, the number of cubes using that label, icons associated with that label, and some other information. The icons are not necessarily the cute sushi icons, the icons we are all familiar with. If user allocates one custom icon for a specific cube, it could make it highly distinguishable. Then in the next tab, we have a list of cubes with their labels. And then in this tab, a user is provided with some random cute sushi icons with random colors. User could select any of them and make a new label based on that color with standard icons. And here, in this tab, user is provided with some cubes themed icons. And user could use one icon for all classes or individual icons for each class. And Cube supports this very well. Work on those tools is still in progress. The original CLI bash tool is being rewritten in Python. The PyGTK based GUI tool needs some work, unit tests, packaging, etc. App icon custom effects. We could have custom effects for app icons. I have some here, which is very convenient in my personal opinion. The above screenshot is real, not a mockup. I use it daily. For example, let's say the last one is for the untrusted cube, and you can see that it is inverted. It's easy to add more icons effects to Python libraries, but status tray icons are not that easy. It would conflict with VLAN migration, so let's postpone it for the time. One other idea is to confine Windows to a specific VM, confine Windows of a specific VMs or to dedicated workspaces. Let's say, for example, we could have untrusted workspace in XFCE, and the windows and pop-ups of that cube always opens there. Uh, the problem is that the existing solutions depend on EWMH, and the third-party solutions for that already exist. So the entire idea is abandoned. For the window and pop-up borders, it has to wait until VLAN migration is complete. We should wait for that much longer and see how it is implemented, and then decide what to do. I wonder if anyone has questions. I see Demi wants to ask a question, is asking for a link to Jitsi chat. If the question is for me, I see your question. You can just type them. And please remember, Marmarta session will start shortly. Thanks. Yeah, for sure. I have if I have screenshots for them in my GitHub repo, in the app menu, in the various places, and it's good in the domains widget, in the devices widgets. Okay. For example, my personal cube has the Rubik cube icon, and the cube that is drilled is for my cam cube, and then I have a specific one for the cat one. Uh, what else I use daily? Uh, for the games, I use one of those dice icons, and then uh, and so on. There, some of them are really good, and it can be if it. Some are not. Let's say, for example, that cubicle with a monitor in the middle was my own personal sketch. By the way, many of these are from the available Creative Commons license icons. Some of them are my personal sketches, and uh, they're they can be good in some situations, and some of them cannot.
different, so like, how many different labels / colors are you using? I'm curious about it. Maybe, you know, not exactly, just an estimate is fine.
For the test, I've created a lot, but I usually use, let's say, uh, 16, for example. But also please note that sometimes the label themselves have similar colors, but the icon is different, and I also combine it uh, with the effects. As you can see here, I have a thin border and thick border, and those effects are anti-aliased and percentage. It's based on the percentage of the icon. The border effect that we currently have in the GUI daemon and GUI agent is fixed amount and is not high DPI friendly. But this one is percent based, and it will scale well with the huge high DPI icons. And the background fill is used frequently. As mentioned before, the inverted one is for untrusted cube. The top window in the bottom, and then I have others that are not included in this picture. The problems is that while this is very good, combining different labels with the icon effects give you lots of choices. But the problem is that the icon effects has to wait for the VLAN migration to finish.
Okay.
We could add them, but it will be in the way of the person that who is doing the migration.
Okay, thank you.
You said you think something like a dotted border or other things are no longer a good idea. Why?
Okay, let me go to this picture. Where is it? Oh, okay, this one. The window on the right, because the borders are implemented in various places. The window in the right is implemented only in GUI daemon and GUI agent, specifically GUI daemon. And X11 has a different line style, dash, dotted, etc. for that. If we could add them, it's easy. It's just 1 day or 2 day work. But however, we have to see that how the person that is doing the VLAN migration, what their vision would be. And also for the other ones, for the main ones, it is implemented in various places. It is done per desktop environment, one for XFCE, one for KDE Plasma, one for i3, etc. And it won't be consistent. It has to be done in many places. That's the reason.
Okay, thanks. And with a small note to add, I think what you didn't explicitly mention, for things like the menu, we currently also have the problem that with the same color, you simply cannot know which VM it belongs to, which is kind of a non-ideal situation.
Yeah, we could add Linus. We could have, that just like the red dash box that is in the slide, we could have that for the blue pop-up, and we can have a feature for that. I did it before, and then we can say for the untrusted cube, it should be always dotted border, and it works. It's easy. I'm not sure if it is the way to be implemented. I can submit a pull request for that, and then it can be reviewed.
Ali, we send it to you on chat on Jitsi the question from Matrix Guest Please answer this question.
Just one moment. Question. Would it make sense to work with VLAN protocols? I think the future can be ported. I think that the feature can be ported to VLAN. It's not up to me to decide. The person that is doing the VLAN migration, doing the design, I've seen some sketches from them, from Val specifically, and they had a specific vision. And I think that it is a question for Val to answer, not for me.
Thanks for the talk. You have some very interesting icons for the different cubes, the dice icons and the others, but the window decoration is actually a color. Would it be possible to add these icons in addition to the actual application icon, so that in the taskbar you would have a color designation for the actual.
Yeah, I understand you. You mean that a smaller icon superimposed on top of the application icon, something like that? You mean?
Yeah, perhaps besides it, but yes, superposed. Yeah.
Again. It is possible, but it is in the way of VLAN migration. It is doable. It is even here. It is possible. Let me show you here. We can superimpose the label icon on bottom right of the application icon. It is possible. Both for the top icons and for the window icons. It is possible, it's doable. Should we do this? We can, but it's not up to me to answer. Again, it's a question for Val.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
4 minutes for questions. No more questions, Ali. Thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you very much. Thank you for it.